The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. May. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Off play action. Richard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. The Packers at 2-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Off the play fake, Richard. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Richard. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Richard. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Nico Collins, 72 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Goodson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
To the air, May. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Operating from the gun, Richard. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Richard. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw again.
Complete to Likely on the out route.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Sponge. No. Hey, switch gears.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Here we go. Double tap.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing here is May.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Richard escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Play action. May.
Left side caught by Matthews. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's May.
They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
That is caught.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a first carry for their fullback.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Crossing route, he finds Likely.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A final shot before break. Richard. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Looking to throw on second down. Richard. And this is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
To throw on third down. Richard. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Throwing on first down. Richard.
That's going deep for Bateman. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Off play action. Richard. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Hamler now on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd down, Richard. That's taken in left side by Whittington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Off the play fake. Richard sliding out of the pocket. He's got this complete to Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Panther 11! Panther 11!
Mike 6, I'm trying to collect.
On 1st down, Richard. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Rashad Bateman, 33 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Coup for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, it's Henderson. 172 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Back now at Lambeau. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
picked up by Grant Delpit. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Tight. 19 tight.
Throwing to start the drive. Richard out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Off play action. Richard. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8
How's
ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 3rd and 4 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's May.
Forced out to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need him to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. On the counter, it's Henderson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll throw with May. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Richard.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down.
Goodson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Richard.
That's going deep for Bateman.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Goodson.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to you. Hey, check Mike, 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Tyler Goodson.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. And a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
From the shotgun, May with it. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.